This is where I have fabric stored. Of course, there's a cat there, and there's tubs of fabric down below here. And then I have some stationery stuff here and all the rest of the stationery stuff here. You can see this is also a cat area. And then this is my desk. Over here I have necessary writing supplies, which technically I could move. And then this space here. So I do need to have room to sit. That's kind of the space I have. Well, I finally got around to rearranging my creative space so that it reflects stationery instead of fabric, period. So let me show you what I did. This whole area here was just a jumble of fabric, which included these tubs and this white shelf, which is stationery. So I took this shelf and moved it from. So I finally got around to rearranging my creative space that reflected what I'm doing now, which is stationery design and not fabric. So let's move over to this area here and show you what I did. This whole area used to be a jumble of stationery and fabric and cats. So can't remove the cats. They still have their bed and their little bucket. This is where the giant baby cat likes to lay down, and the other two cats like to come up here when they need quiet time. But this is all fabric. There's nothing stationary over here at all. I've got some knitting, yarn, but it's all fabric. My photography equipment is here because I do grab that pretty frequently, and I don't like to have that in the closet. I want to have that out and available. My sewing machine is under here. There's more fabric here. The only thing I have that is stationary is my ridge board. Other than that, this is all fabric. If I need it, I can get it, and I know exactly what it is. And you'll see over here, all of the small tubs are here and down here. They're all categorized. So if I need it, I can get to it. The cats still have the window. They were very adamant about that. This whole section here is just for stationery design. So I've got my laptop, my screen. Over here in this box are things that I need to grab frequently. So I've got my keyboard, my mouse, notepads that if I just want to scratch something down, and I'm not keeping it just simple. Here, I've got my rulers, straight edges that I use often when I'm measuring, and then my pencils, Japanese pencils. This is full of pens and pencils when I need to grab it. This is only if I'm working remotely. Of course, I've got other pens that I grab and use, scratch paper, eraser, my pencil sharpener, my adhesive, my stamp pad, which I haven't used yet. I'm excited about using this. My notebooks that are categorized. These are things I can grab for product design, vendors, and then my daily to-do. I use paper for this kind of stuff. And then a printout of a plan. Now, the one thing I had to move across the room is my planning calendar, because since I put the white cupboard over here, I had to move that, which is fine. It's in a safe spot. I can refer to it. Excuse all the Disney stuff. For those of you who don't know, I work at Disneyland. Anyway, that's how I moved everything around. It took me a little while, and I was able to clean up and get rid of some things. I have some fabric to give to a castmate because she's learning to sew. I do have a tub of fabric. I did save out this fabric that I'm going to use for making fabric envelopes for some card sets. I'm probably going to use these at a craft bazaar. So I was going to use this for a quilt back, but I think I'm going to use some of it for making little craft envelopes. That'd be nice for if you're a teacher or something. Of course, I've had this for a long time. And then my favorite cow and pig that I've made some cat quilts out of. So I pulled that out so that I can make those. I also have my tub of other fabric that I'm going to use. That's just bright. This was cool. This was given to me by a friend, so I think I'll make her a little envelope. Anyway, that's the redesign. Hope you like it, and I hope you've gotten something out of this. I like using tubs. I use tubs for everything, sometimes boxes, but mostly tubs, because then I can just grab them, pull them out, bring them to the production table that I have in the other room. Just like these tubs of fabric, I can grab them. I can grab these. Again, they're all categorized. I know it's in them, and I can grab them and do whatever I want. So that's the redesign. Thanks for joining me today.